Hi Pisces, it's Mimi here with your January 2018 reading. I am going to shuffle, I'm using the Goddess Tarot deck for your January reading, and then I'm going to use my African Tarot deck for your advice for the month of January. I hope that your new year has started off on the right foot. When I think about Pisces, I'm always thinking how overwhelmed Pisces tends to be. They have so much on their plate all the time, and I hope that this year you find some balance because you deserve it. I hope you find a direction that you're happy with, that makes you feel invigorated, and I hope at the end of 2018 you feel more balanced, happy, cared for, as you do so much for others. So here we go. January 2018. Make sure I get my cards here. Okay. All right. Oh, this looks really good, Pisces. I'm happy for you. First off, we have temptation. So the first 10 to 12 days of January, look at this card. Just look. Sorry, it's shaky a little bit. So Pisces, first off, this is the equivalent of, basically it's the equivalent of you're going to see something shiny. Whether it be a man, a woman, whether it be an object, maybe it's a dream, whatever it is, it kind of sticks out at you and it's like, oh yeah, I gotta have that. I gotta have that now. And you go into kind of an overdrive of this is exactly what I want. Now, the thing is, in this case, it might not always be the best thing for you. So take some time, slow down to figure out if it's the right thing for you. Because sometimes our initial, what we want initially is not what's always best for us. And I always say spirit makes sure to give us what's best for us. So that's why it's so careful. It's so important to be careful what you wish for, because sometimes what we wish for and what we get are very similar. Sometimes the path is different. In this case, just think for a while about what it is that you want, because that shiny thing you see may not be the best for you. Now, as the month of January goes on, as we move to the middle part of the month, you have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups, in this case, has a lot to do with you remembering things, being quite nostalgic. So in this case, it's really easy to go backwards, right? It's really easy to get stuck in some kind of well, at this point in time, it was perfect because it was this. And that's not always the case. There's always a lot of factors that come into a moment in time for us. And in this case, don't get stuck in but this was great. Well, yeah, so what? You enjoyed it and it's nice to have those memories, but that's not where you're headed. So at the end of the month, you'll finally realize, okay, all right, my dreams are happening. Things are coming true, things are coming to fruition, things that I've been asking for are finally here. And it's not coming to you the way you think it is. It's coming differently than it was in the past, but it's still going to be beautiful nonetheless. Now, I want to caution you, Pisces, sometimes you get stuck in the sadness of life. You feel things so strongly that you get caught in the sad things and all the awful things. I practice gratitude. So when I start to feel myself slipping, I just start naming things that I'm grateful for. And you'll quickly realize that there are so many more wonderful things that you should be grateful for versus things that you might be dealing with. I know that personally, my mother's a Pisces, and I think about all the things that my mom goes through, and I think, my goodness, I mean, it's difficult to overcome, the strength that Pisces has to have. I have good friends who are Pisces who have just, at 30 years old, have lived a life, okay? And not because of anything they did, it's just what life is. But there's something to be said for that strength. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't cry. It doesn't mean you can't feel things. But there's something to be said for the strength of finally getting to a place where your dreams start to come true. And you can't get here if you're bogged down in like the sadness of life. Yes, life has awful things that happen. Look at the president currently. However, there's so many other beautiful things. I have flowers. I keep flowers in my home, but I was able to keep this set on for almost 2 weeks. It's still going here, and these are fresh. I'm grateful that I have a affinity to keep flowers going because they make me happy. So even when I'm like in this moment of life where I'm like sad or down, that's just something that brightens my day. This one little thing that I paid $5 for at Trader Joe's, and it just brightens the day. So instead of always getting bogged down in like the what used to brighten your day, think about what's brightening your day right now, because your dreams are coming true. And at the end of January, you'll know exactly where you want to be. So this shiny thing that could harm you turns into this beautiful dream coming true. The Star card is all about your dreams coming true. You deserve it, Pisces. So let me pull your African Tarot deck card. I have to shuffle a bit. And we're looking for just an overall bit of advice for Pisces for January 2018. It's feeling good. Pisces, January 2018. I feel like that's a jingle from when I was a child. Who knows? Okay, so we have the Four of Swords. This looks really scary compared to the other cards. However, let me just reiterate something. I told you that something shiny is coming that's actually not meant for you, and you need to step back from it. If you choose, this is the advice, okay? Because everything is about free will. I can read the cards, I can share with you what Spirit wants you to know, but at the end of the day, you have to make your own choices. And this is the advice that Spirit says to tell you. Because Pisces, you're hard-headed. I love you, but you're hard-headed, and you be giving to the wrong people. You get taken advantage of in that way. I know you love. I know you care. Some people don't deserve your love and your care. Love yourself more than you love those people and the things that they take from you. I said it. Okay. So we have temptation telling you something shiny, and you're going to be like, oh, I want it, or I want to help it, or let me be good for it. Nah, son, because it's betrayal. Don't go that route. Whoever or whatever that looks good, nope, let it go. Don't give it an energy, don't give it attention, and at the end of the month, you're going to be like, ooh, I'm so glad I didn't do that. Look at all my dreams coming true. Mimi said it. Mimi said it. All right, Pisces, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful January 2018. Happy New Year. It's here, but it's the now. Enjoy it. Do what works for you. You deserve it. Mwah.